Some days you feel invisible at school, sitting quietly in the classroom, feeling like no one really sees you. Your hand goes up, but the teacher doesn't call on you, making you feel ignored. Your voice is quiet, and everyone else seems louder, more confident, more noticed than you. At home, maybe you do what you're supposed to, but no one says thank you or asks how your day was. You feel like you're just there, unnoticed and unseen, even in the presence of loved ones. Even at church, among people talking about love and community, you still feel overlooked. You smile and say, "I'm fine," but inside you wonder, does anyone actually notice me? Feeling invisible hurts, not because you need attention, but because you want to matter. And the hard part is, when you feel invisible for too long, you start to believe a lie. The lie says, if no one sees me, maybe I'm not important or my pain doesn't count. Maybe my life doesn't really matter. But the Bible tells a very different story about being seen. There's a woman who is treated as invisible, talked about but not talked to, called by her usefulness, never by her name. She is used and abused until one day she finds herself next to a spring of water. In Hebrew, spring means eye, and next to that eye, this unseen woman is finally seen. Her name was Hagar. She wasn't powerful, respected, or chosen. She was a servant, mistreated, ignored, and eventually sent away into the desert. Hagar was pregnant and alone, running with no plan, no protection, and no one looking for her. The world didn't care. No one was checking on her or defending her, and her tears went unnoticed. But God did notice her. Even in the desert, when Hagar thought she was invisible, God showed up. And Hagar said something incredible in Genesis 16:13. "You are the God who sees me." Think about it. Before anyone noticed her pain, God already knew and saw her. Before anyone listened, God heard her story, and before anyone cared, God saw her. Not just her mistakes or situation, but her true self and worth. If God saw Hagar in the desert, He sees you in the hallway, in your room late at night, quietly crying. He sees when you feel forgotten, overlooked, or pushed aside, because He sees everything about you. Being seen by God doesn't mean your life gets easier overnight, but it means you're never truly alone. Hagar's problems didn't disappear overnight, but being seen assured her she was not alone. It meant her pain had a witness, and her life had true value, something that cannot be taken away. Sometimes we think being seen means being popular, getting likes and invites, or being noticed. But being seen by God means something deeper. Your feelings are real, your prayers are heard, even silently. It means your life has purpose, even if others don't recognize it yet. You might feel invisible to people, but you are never invisible to God. He sees you completely. Here's a truth we must hold on to. God doesn't just see crowds, He sees each individual person. He sees you, your fears, questions, quiet faith, and hidden struggles, because He cares deeply. Because God sees you, you matter more than you may realize right now. So this week, when you feel invisible, don't pull away or believe that lie that you don't matter. Pause and say a simple prayer. God, you see me, help me trust that. And because you know what it feels like to be unseen, choose to see others. Notice the quiet kid, the friend who isn't okay but might not say so. Be the person who reflects the God who sees, the one who truly cares and notices. When we live like God sees us, we help others feel seen too, showing His love. Remember, if God saw Hagar, He sees you too, because His love never changes. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe to Sight Kids and Niños con Vision.